What is the greatest gift you have ever received from a loved one? We all love to receive a gift, and we love to give them. We always want to give something unique and unexpected. We always want to give the very best we can to those we love. We want to choose something we know they will truly enjoy. Imagine what God could give us if He chose to. He owns and controls the entire universe. He could give us anything. Now, He chose to give us the most costly gifts imaginable. Our forgiveness and eternal life cost Him the life of His Son. 1 Peter 4:10. Each one should use whatever gifts he has received to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. After World War II ended, a group of German students volunteered to help rebuild an English cathedral in London. It had been severely damaged by bombing. They did well with most of the cathedral except one statue that had been shattered into many pieces, a marble statue of Jesus Christ. It once stood with Jesus in a standing position with arms outstretched, and the inscription under it read, "Come unto me." They were able to find and reconstruct all of the statue except for the hands, which had been completely demolished. And so, when finished, they had a statue of Jesus with outstretched arms and no hands. They couldn't decide what to do, make new hands or leave it as it was. They decided to leave it be. You can go to London today and see that marble statue of Jesus standing there with no hands, but the inscription they did change. It now says, "He has no hands, but ours." I have a grandmother that couldn't carry a tune in a pail, so to speak. Neither my mother or father ever preached a message. My sisters can't play any musical instruments, and to my knowledge, I've never had a relative that has been head of state, a Nobel Prize winner, or an Olympic gold medalist. Despite it all, I am a blessed person because God has gifted me with some musical ability and a heart to be a pastor. I rather enjoy preaching. I rather enjoy presenting messages. I may not be the smartest person in the world. I may not have more degrees than a thermometer, but I have been gifted. And I thank God for this. I always tell people who ask me where I come up with ideas and sermons that there's no way I'm the one creating them. I'm simply obedient to put the words down on paper and read them. There's a story about a wealthy man who was terminally ill. The doctor said there's only one thing that will save you, a brain transplant. It's an experimental operation and it's very expensive. The wealthy guy said, "Money is no object. You can give me a brain?" The doctor said, "We have 3 available right now. The first one was from a college professor, but it'll cost you $10,000. The guy said, "Don't worry, I can pay." "What about the second brain?" The doctor said, "It was from a rocket scientist, but it'll cost you $100,000. The man said, "I have the money, and I'd be a lot smarter too. But tell me about the third brain." The doctor said, "Oh, the third brain is from a Canadian hockey player, but it'll set you back $1 million. And the man said, "$1 million? Why so much for his brain?" The doctor said, "It's never been used." Some Christians are like that hockey player. We have gifts that have never been used. Maybe you have the gift of encouragement, hospitality, singing, or the ability to lead a home fellowship group. Or maybe there's another gift that you have that you need to open up and use, but you don't know what you can do. Well, maybe because you've never tried. You've never stepped out on faith. You've never said, "Lord, here I am. I'm willing to do whatever I can to help the Church of Jesus Christ. Please help me find my place in this world." Well, here's the thing. God has blessed you with gifts, and He's pleading with you to use them. Being good stewards of our talents and gifts means that you would be willing to give back to God that which He has blessed you with. Give you a second to think about that. Well, a few years ago, when Mother Teresa visited Australia, a young man was assigned to be her guide during her stay. He was thrilled at the prospect of being so close to such a godly woman, but he became frustrated over time because even though he was constantly near her, he never had the opportunity to talk with her because there were always other people around. When her tour was over, she was scheduled to fly to New Guinea. In desperation, this young man came up with a plan and said to Mother Teresa, "If I pay my own fare to New Guinea, can I sit next to you on the plane so I can talk and learn from you?" Mother Teresa looked at him and asked, "You have enough money to pay airfare to New Guinea?" "Oh, yes," he replied eagerly. "Then give that money to the poor," she said. "You'll learn more from that than anything that I can tell you." Many of us would rather experience something than do something. We always learn more by doing because our gifts are given to be given. When we unwrap our gifts for service, other than edifying the church, of course, we also give praise, honor, and glory to the one who gave us those gifts in the first place. Thank you again. God bless. Hey, quick heads up, this is Rune. Just want to let you know, Rose is actually currently has strep throat, so she's not able to speak at the moment. So if you guys could keep her in your prayers, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much again, and as always, God bless.